Tian can look to close the distance with a flash W, but because of the mist, he can just close the distance with the movement speed. And Lin Feng is just going to accept his death. No point in burning the flash. And first blood. And
the last grub here. He's able to get level 6.
Oh no.
Oh
He
no.
might
Oh
have to
no.
flash. Hong is going to tag him,
Oh,
and now
no!
Hong is in trouble, but the flash from the Braum tags him with the winner's bite. Concussive blows, fully stacked. Xiaohu takes the second kill of the game.
Tian has had a masterclass in the jungle. Despite the lane swaps that were happening, he's been able to focus resources.
Lin Feng still has a flash to work with. Xiaohu just chunking him out. Moham goes in for the Pop Blossom. Hong is taken down, but Tian is now going to look for the resets. No flash, no Heartbreaker. It's all on light to slow him down, and there's the first reset, as now he has access to another Heartbreaker if he can get in range, but Moham has already cleared distance.
He's just going to get the feats of strength here, so he's going to finish this. Hung's on the opposite side of the map. This comes to a point where, are they actually just trying to cancel? They're just canceling his TP now. So he's not going to be here in time.
Well, they're sending the Paranoia mid lane, trying to look for Starry, and, you know, damn through all the efforts, no flash available for Light, just a cleanse, and it's not enough to protect him from the 3-man dive that OMG orchestrated in the mid lane. Does give the window for Xiaohu to take out the bot.
Top laners to TP. I think we're just going to have to fight for this if you're Weibo.
Yeah, Xiaohu is collapsing, already dashes right onto Starry, but Moham with the Pop Blossom, another 2 people. Hung tries to flash in to connect the shockwave, but he flashes away, it doesn't matter. Xiaohu still falls. All on Starry being able to stand up tall and deliver for OMG. Second dragon of the game goes to the rest of OMG, trying to wait in the brush, but the arrow connects right on top.
There's Moham
with the counter engage. It stops them in their tracks. There goes Hung into the backline, trying to link his claws right down on Light, but Light is able to stand tall and deliver with the arrows, and the rest of the engage from OMG falls to its ground, and Weibo Gaming able to take out 3. They only lose Hong in the fight, but this is 2 objectives surely going over to Weibo.
Didn't especially with the Storm Surge. It seems like OMG, they're going to try and fight after the Otacon, but they're going to already have the GA here for the side of Weibo.
Oh, they got a ward down, but Tian secures it. Hung goes into the backline, tries to look for Tian, but the GA pops from the Otacon objective. Moham
can they
falls
win
to
this?
Xiaohu with the Between Worlds. OMG are still fishing. Maybe they can get Harry into the backline. Great use of the weirding to slow them down. Harry doesn't get a chance to lock down any further players as Breathe brings them in with the all-out, but Harry's in trouble as Light is pouring arrows right into the other backline, and Breathe is still alive, and he's going to force the issue. They've got the temporary GAs. It allows them to continue fighting, and Xiaohu is back on the map. Teleport. He rejoins the fight. Tian is there as well. The Heartbreaker splits up Lin Feng and Harry, as now Harry has nowhere else to go. Tian picks it up, and Dimitri, I think this is pretty much game for Weibo Gaming. Otacon secured, 6 grubs secured. Weibo Gaming 4,000 gold ahead. OMG, they are cooked.
They're always going to make top 8 because of the way that the bracket kind of shook out, but Star's just dead. Okay.
Yep. As you called it out, Between Worlds locks him down, and Hung absorbed the arrow with the spell, which is when Baron now spawns, as we have mentioned during the pre-draft of this game. Doesn't look like Weibo Gaming are actually committing to the Baron. They're just trying to look for a pick. Moham, good night. Hong does look for Light in the background, and he finds a trade kill back. But Harry could be next as Breathe now tries to jump forward, trying to create space. But the only carry left is Tian and Xiaohu, and Tian is low. They can play for Viego resets, but it's going to have to be on Breathe and Hong to make that space happen. And with Xiaohu already limited on the burst damage with no... it's in fog. Xiaohu just pops the ulti just to make sure that OMG cannot get through that choke point. Effective tool to deny any contest, and that is Mountain Soul secure for Weibo Gaming. This should be their fight to win. Harry is split off completely from the rest of the team. He's about to go Mega. There is complete darkness. The Paranoid Shockwave misses as Light is able to distance himself away. Big Gnar ultimate from Harry, but it's not doing much as it's trying to create an escape. A possibility for OMG, but Starry might be run down here. Still no flash. The winner's bite connects, and here comes Xiaohu. Looks for the weird. Good night, Starry. Talk about some damage from
now,
that.
You even have Bloodthirster coming in here for Light. If the 2 tanks here for Weibo decide to pick up their boot enchantments, they're going to get max HP shields based on the boots they got.
Sure. And then credit to them where it counted. There was a couple times when Weibo Gaming played the engage a little too fast, right? We talk about that second dragon fight where, hang on.
Here we go.
Conversation is now as Light forced to pop the stasis, tries to flash backwards. Moham follows up, closing the distance with that proto belt, and Hung tries to flash on top just to stay in range, but there's too many people protecting Light. As he's gonna send an arrow downtown. That might that arrow's gonna hit your fridge, Dimitri. Just watch out. Just stand to the side. Shockwave, it doesn't matter to Breathe as he is unmovable in that W, and Harry tries to throw them all into their Nexus, but there's nothing else to be done for the side of OMG. Harry, the last man standing, is not going to be able to withstand this siege coming in from Weibo Gaming, and this is game one going over to them.
Oh my god, Weibo is literally diving them with Nexus turrets not even available to be hit. All the inhibitors were still up, while Weibo...
Dodges the crash down, makes them look a little bit silly. The Ignite is ticking down, but Moham is trying to take up the turret shots. No! First blood of the first feat of strength goes over to...
There it is. GG.
It's disaster for OMG. Weibo Gaming making them look silly. Disparity from growing further and further into the game. You know, they can't take back what happened on that bottom side of the map. They just now have to, you know, try and farm their way through the next few minutes and try to play to their comp strength, as Moham is actually going to force this engage on to Breathe, but he's super deep, and no one from OMG can really follow up, so now that just felt like a waste of time, and the rest of OMG now just scatterbrained as they're all going in one by one. I mean, Linfeng now tries to send it on the public execution, but can't really commit to the play, and the rest of Weibo Gaming are just, you know, scratching their heads going, I mean, what are OMG trying to accomplish here?
It's a freebie. That's young upstarts or some players that necessarily haven't gotten all the most shine was a team that unfortunately just didn't have too much in the way of shot calling. Now, Breathe literally takes no damage, by the way.
And it takes a while to take him down, but they eventually get it, and Hung cutting off his escape route means that Breathe could only try and force an engage. It would have to be off of Moham, starting at Q Flash. The equalizer does not connect onto Light as he backs up, flashes away, cannot save his support, and OMG at so much map control, taking out that second tier turret in the top side of the map. They can now get pretty much... Nice, man. Good teleport. OMG still want to play for this fight, though. Tien might be in trouble. Tries to use the clone, but still gets tagged by that Maokai ultimate, and the equalizer is cooking him alive. Hong might be able to get out alive, but it's a flash, and Linfeng secures the kill onto Tien as well. Light, meanwhile, just taking the map advantage that they can go for, pushing through mid lane. Breathe and Xiaohu going for the turret on the bottom side of the map. Linfeng had teleported in, but Light wants to flash in. Public execution will turn around for just one moment, but he cannot escape the wrath of Light as he sends a full bullet time channel, and the rest of Weibo Gaming continuing to leverage map control on their side.
This line of play from Weibo is absolutely incredible. It's going to turn into a Rift Herald here for OMG, but let's look at
Xiaohu, however, might be in trouble. Moham with the connect, but he flashes over the crash down in the Magnet Storm. He still gets out. And Hung might be in trouble as Hung connects grand entrance into the bullet time. Good night, Hung. That tree is getting chopped.
Ultimate Breeze here. Xiaohu's coming soon, too.
Oh, he is itching to flash Cyclone. Just gets one more Nimbus Strike. Flashes away from the Deadly Flourish. They might be in trouble. Public execution tries to lock him down. Cyclone spins away to safety. Now trying to block these curtain call shots is Xiaohu, defending his jungler from certain death. Breathe might not be so lucky. Deadly Flourish connects, and Linfeng slices him down.
Well, this doesn't work for my storyline because I really wanted to like continue like making the joke that like Voracious was going to be an LCK exclusive, but watching the LCK Cup, they did like almost all Ruinous, if I remember correctly. So they're doing better than us. They had some off-world players though, so maybe that's what we need
that was
to
a
do.
show match. We'll talk more about that later. As the siege continues to happen, there's Hong. He sends it bullet time, rips through the front line, and takes out Starry. No marksman for the rest of OMG as they try to make the best out of this defense. But the inhibitor will fall, and Weibo Gaming now turn their eyes towards the mid lane, and they'll take a second set of structures on the way out.
Is that going to be game as well? I mean, they have another minion wave here from bottom lane. They still have the GAs that are in their back pocket, and they can teleport both Breathe and Xiaohu. Xiaohu does not care. One-shot that guy.
Yep, tree dead, no front line available other than Moham, but he can't get in there at all. He tries to look for the Shattering Strike and the Magnet Storm, but it's not going to set it up. Wait a minute, Weibo Gaming are all falling down, but it's just all the GAs getting popped thanks to that voracious Otacon. And so, yes, Weibo Gaming do get the happy game, send it.
Beautiful utilization of the Otacon buff there. Means that it's a Baron coming in. We'll see what OMG can do. Looks like they're going to try and find an engage. Teleport from Harry.
1600. Hung, does he see it? Tien secures the Baron. Moham sends it with the Q flash. They pop Xiaohu. Can they look for more? Light is completely cut off from the rest of his team as Tien tries to escape over the Baron pit wall, trying to section off Starry. As he's forced to end the curtain call early, and the Cyclone is going to take out the Jhin as he flashes away, but Tien's got a flash Nimbus strike of his own to take out the marksman once again. Hung left all by his lonesome, got nowhere else to run.
Weibo and the solo lanes as well as their support. Lingfeng tries to cut the wave.
He gets a decent amount of damage on the Light. Hang on, Harry. Flamethrower, flame spinning. Good night, Light. Wait a minute. Weibo Gaming can't actually push for the end here. OMG will hold their ground here, but a teleport is coming in. Xiaohu, the reinforcements are coming for the second reprieve. Tien is low on HP, but Xiaohu will try to 2 down on OMG. Obviously, there's things that they could have done better as they're going to send it one last Hail Mary engage. Tien gets caught. Oh my goodness, that might have been a Rafa engage after all. Weibo Gaming, they're going to have to survive.
Let's go, OMG!
Wait a minute, Xiaohu also falls. Weibo Gaming only down to 3 members here. Now Breathe comes in for to just under 8,000. As this engage from Hung actually is dodged by Xiaohu, but the Equalizer tags him, and he's gone. Hung then flashes away. Breathe tries to close the distance with a flash of his own to the skies, and he is pinned over towards Weibo's Gaming's turret. Nothing else that OMG could have done to save their jungler, but at least they got...
Flash on Breathe does mean that he is a potential target for them as they make this engage in the mid.
Oh no! Starry looks and takes a step too far in the mid lane. Tien sends it. The Cyclone is just ripping through OMG members one by one. Linfeng already forced the flash. Harry does the same.
Nice job, Harry.
Pops the stasis. Wait a minute. They might be able to buy some time, but Light rips through them with that bullet time, and Tien takes the crushing blow once again to Moham's face. A teleport from Xiaohu allows him to rejoin the fight. Hung is back up, and he is back down into the grave. And he's going to be on the green screen simulator for the last few seconds of this game as Weibo Gaming clean house, full ace on the side of OMG, and the second game goes over to Weibo Gaming. I mean, Linfeng has to go in, tries to stack up the Mortal Steel so he has an escape tool, now has the third cast. But Tien is just going to flash right on top of him, guarantee the permafrost stun. But Linfeng, still alive, doesn't have flash as they're collapsing into Harry, but they can't bail him out in time. And even though Xiaohu falls, he does pick up the first feat of strength for Weibo
and try to stop this. Xiaohu's now going to walk over to try to make sure he can check this. Does he actually get the kill?
He might get the flash, but he's going to flash forward. He doesn't have enough range. Xiaohu will fall for it, but if Xiaohu is a true homie, which I suspect he is for Tien.
Oh, we're going for the dive. Uh-oh.
Yeah, and Starry is all by themselves. He does have a flash. Hung tries to get in range with the slam into the slow from the Q, but Starry does not get out alive. Permafrost falls through. The Ignite guarantees the kill for Hung, but now that does sacrifice Light's own life as he had to push far and away from that tier 1 turret.
Not have that much damage packed into the kit.
Yeah, we can definitely tell that Weibo Gaming have a clear goal in mind to try and really ruin this Zyra's game plan, but it's not going at all in their favor, and they're trying to challenge for these grubs, but Linfeng has Fate Sealed available, so Tien gets punished, and now Harry has collapsed with a teleport. Hong might be in trouble, forced
from Xiaohu to maybe look for something.
I mean, Xiaohu is going to try to collapse on down. He gets the Stranglethorns ripped away from Hung, and there is the shutdown, finally giving Hung his first death in this third game of the series. Xiaohu still surviving thanks to the Kingslayer, and Linfeng just does not have enough damage to finish off Xiaohu, and Harry is not going to go down anytime soon. His wave is so bad. He has to do something to try to correct it, but Weibo Gaming are there for the punish. World Ender, he's just ended his own world into Zyra, especially now that She has a Leandri's fully
teleport
completed.
coming
Tien tries to
in.
step up. Here comes Hong over the wall, tries to slam Hong into the wall as well, but Tien gets bursted out, and that's their frontline gone. But here comes Xiaohu. He connects the chains even after the flash. Xiaohu putting on a clinic onto this Silas, but Lin Feng with the teleport will join the fight, and Xiaohu's got no other backup that can bail him out this time. Huge revenge kill for OMG as they stall out the map.
You talk about split pushing pressure. Starry has been sitting in this top lane. Oh, we're just making it engage. Goodbye, Xiaohu.
Uh-oh.
And that's a turret. That's just straight up going to be a turret gone. 6
He's able to
grubs.
get those plans stacked up. Hong, looking to separate them with his Keeper's Verdict, goes wide, does not connect onto anyone. The Glacial Prison connects onto Moham.
Oh, nice steal.
Tien. Stranglethorns. Tien does steal the Rift Herald away, and that denies it, but now Weibo Gaming are trying to collapse in through this corridor, and OMG have to fight for their lives in here. Lin Feng cannot get over the wall with the Fate Seal. Ken's Breathe blocks it, and Light gets the first reset of this fight.
And starting to prey on some of the mistakes from OMG that we've been seeing all series long.
And now they're trying to force another fight in this bottom quadrant. Xiaohu takes the Solar Flare from Moham. Breathe might be caught out here, and I think Weibo Gaming are just going to leave him to die. Big shutdown does go over to Lin Feng on this Yone in the sides of OMG. But Lin Feng stays for one wave too long. Can he find an angle to Fate Seal his way out of there? But the Soul Unbound keeps him tethered, and the two frontliners are just going to stay on top of him, so this Fate Seal does not get much done. Wait a minute, Mortal
Wait, his
Steel,
team's here, though.
Collapsing. Wait a minute, and Light's not there for the fight. He only sent the Mega Death Rocket, but he's not actually there to bail them out. Xiaohu falls, and OMG once again punish the over-eagerness from Weibo Gaming.
And it's the really impressive rookies coming in from teleport. It looks like we're seeing Hong try to find a flank angle on this fight. Weibo want to go for this.
Keeper's Verdict at the ready. It punts away Hong, so there's no Stranglethorns that can stop them. That's one member taken off the table from OMG, and it's a Solar Flare that is also gone. It's all on, you know, different ideas for them to try and see if they can find a way to force another fight. Solar Flare, there's Starry Splash, and now it might be a little easier, but Lin Feng is just wrecking Tien's day. Slices that board down like pork slices, and now that's going to be nicely done for OMG. They pick up another kill. Lin Feng, the Yone, is just cooking Weibo Gaming, and he even goes for Light, but it's not enough damage. Now Light.
Here we go.
They got to be careful, because if Light finds any more kills, he can wreak havoc on all of them, but Harry finds one to be able to trade back and keep distance on Weibo Gaming. Starry. Imperative for Weibo Gaming to defend and protect their Jinx, who is now down a flash. Still has a cleanse for this dragon fight and 3 items to their name. It really is all about how well can they carry Light through getting that first reset so he can clean the rest up.
Breathe on a super flank.
Deep flank through fog. Looking for Starry. No flash. He's made it over the wall. They have no idea. And Starry is primed for the killing. Yes, they take the dragon and Starry is forced out of the fight, but Lin Feng makes it out with a well-timed Fate Seal. They turn towards the front line. Hong takes out Hong, and now the rest of Weibo Gaming just are relying on Light. They get the first reset onto Harry. Xiaohu was traded, but Light is able to take out the jungler, and now all eyes are on the top 2 objectives, both Baron and Otacon available for the taking.
Weibo, 2 games back-to-back, and finally we're getting some fight back. It's going to be an Otacon going over to Weibo, and like we said earlier, 30 minutes now. They have 5 minutes worth of GA that they can use at least once.
Performing well for Weibo so far in these fights. He's been causing so much disruption. He's been picking up a lot of these sneaky kills onto the back line and finishing off any stragglers, as now they're trying to challenge for this Baron. They turn right onto Lin Feng. The Soul Unbound does not take him out alive as he gets the Fate Sealed and the well-timed locket from Moham to keep him alive, but there's Breathe! Once again, a straggler on the screen, and he finishes them off. Harry trying to defend the rest of Weibo Gaming from getting into the back line, but he is not going to be long for this world, as his world is about to end. Breathe is just destroying them under the turret, and he's got the GA from the voracious Otacon. He's going to be able to respawn back on the map.
So he'll have extra movement speed around these buffs. Looks like they're going to try and make a re-engage here. Breathe is back.
Yeah, they can get so aggressive. Breathe, Counter-Strike, Moham, nowhere else to go. His teammates had to bail. This Baron is secured for Weibo Gaming, and the hope that started at the beginning of this game for OMG, that gold lead has step up and try and gain space. You're just super squishy and super gimpable. And for Weibo Gaming now, numbers advantage on their side, 5-4. They're pushing in through mid. They're pushing in through bot. Baron buff on all of these siege minions. It's going to give them that extra edge to take out these inhibitors. As they look for the engage.
Oh, here we go.
Glacial Prison on the Lin Feng, flashes away from the Mega Death Rocket. Hung comes in over the top, slams Harry into the wall. Good night, Aatrox. As Light gets the first reset, tears through that tower. Xiaohu, Solar Flare looks for Starry, forces the flash out. Hung falls to Starry on the back end, but they do not care. They can get the objectives that they want. They take out the structures of the bot lane. Mid lane will fall next, and they might just look for more.
Got another
but
reset
OMG's
though.
trying
Whoa,
to
Lin
look
Feng,
back.
Lin Feng, no!
Shorts it. He was looking for the Fate Seal to turn this game around, but that gives Light the resets he needs. The flash forward to end the game. No game 3 for OMG victory. It's just a 3-0 sweep for Weibo Gaming as Light picks up the quadra kill.
That's going to be the end, and this was the fight that we were looking for. It all takes one kill. Light gets his resets, Light gets excited, and like we just said, Weibo are going to take the game 3 and a